And because he's knocked so many opponents out early, Valero has not gone into deep waters very many times. He's never gone 12 rounds. He's gone 10 rounds once, 8 rounds once, 7 rounds once. And DeMarco getting an opportunity in the first 3 to feel the power of Valero. And just looking at him in the ring right now, you get the feeling that he's saying, not as much as I thought. Blood still coming out of the gash on the right eye of the champion. Edwin Valero in red. And that is the end of the round. For a report, let's go to Steve Farhood in Valero's corner.
All right, Gus, to reconfirm, the referee correctly ruled that it was an unintentional foul. According to WBC rules, DeMarco lost a point. I went to the corner, and Mario Morales, who is the trainer and cut man of Valero, told me there is absolutely no way he could stop the bleeding. Back to you.
All right, so an obstacle, the first major obstacle in the career of WBC lightweight champion Edwin Valero.
And remember, if we conclude this 4th round, this fight will go to the scorecards. Now, I'll tell you something. I've got Valero winning every round in this fight. Judges may see it differently.
And we will see very soon, even though Valero cut up. DeMarco, as we mentioned at the top of our broadcast, concerned with getting through the first 3 because Valero has knocked so many people out early. 18 straight at the beginning of his career in the first round, 19 overall in the first round. And now we go to round 4. Expect to see DeMarco start to pick up the pace.
And you know, one of the things Edwin Valero's done better than I think some might expect, when you watch him on tape, sometimes you don't see all the skills. He's not a bad defensive fighter, and I'm going to tell you something else. He punches in combination better than you even think.
But I will say this, he keeps his hands awfully low, Al.
He does.
Look at his hands, and he keeps his hands low in punching range. Nice stiff jab by DeMarco.
DeMarco landed a very nice punch there, but the volume of punches coming from Valero, and it is true, DeMarco normally picks the pace up in rounds 4 and 5, and we'll see if he does.
Matador versus the Bull, and so far the Bull has been able to throw combination punches in Valero. As Al mentioned, looks like he does have the lead thus far.
And that's our unofficial view. The judges may see it differently, but he's certainly been more active. He's landed more shots, probably more power shots. Singular punches from DeMarco look good. There's big shots by Valero.
DeMarco almost buckled, saved by the ropes. Now some redness on the forehead of DeMarco. You don't know if it's Valero's blood or not.
And this is usually when Antonio DeMarco gets into a firefight. And look, he's coming forward. When he's hurt is when he goes after his opponent. This is a big round for Edwin Valero. And give Valero credit. He's fighting with a monstrous gash on his forehead and a slight cut on his right eye.
DeMarco eating that jab. Another combination landing for Valero. But the question is, what kind of gas does the champion have in his tank when you consider that he has not gone into deep waters very many times? And DeMarco gets better as the fight goes on.
That is the question right now.
And that is the strategy.
But I don't think DeMarco wanted to take this many power punches at this point in the fight, especially not like he did here in round 4.
Do you think he's been hurt, though, Al?
I don't know if he's been hurt, Gus. It's hard to tell. But I think he felt the power of Valero.
I don't think Valero has hurt him a bit. I think he's walked through it, in my opinion, Al, and he's setting him up to make a serious run as this fight goes on. There's a left hand.
All right. para ese lado.
Okay, look up
Mire,
now.
realmente lo siento muy pesado. No quiere ganar la pelea. Voltea a verme.
Okay.
¿Quiere ganar la pelea o quiere perder?
You want to win or lose?
Ganar.
You want to win.
Trabajando para ganarla.
You have to work to win this fight.
El gancho no sale.
The jab is not working, so then try the other one. See, he's tired. His mouth is open. It's 1, 2, 3, the combination. Okay?
Antonio DeMarco early on in the round would get that strong jab in, though he did take a left hand over it in the process, and Valero getting a couple of shots in. Valero, though, had very good moments in this round, and you see how well he uses his jab to set up these power punches. Now, but DeMarco was able to take those shots and the other big power punches as well.
All right, Romulo Chiarte, the trainer for DeMarco, made a very interesting point. At the end of the round, you saw Valero's mouth wide open. And according to the veteran trainer, that means he's tired already, and we're in the 5th round.
And they're banking on that. They feel these middle rounds, and as we get into the later rounds, will be good for them. Now we have to see if that's the case. Karate, of course, a great trainer, worked with Julio Cesar Chavez, worked with Raul Ibarro Perez, who happens to be the father-in-law, interestingly, of Antonio DeMarco, former bantamweight champion.
And let's take a look at the official judges' scoring.
As we anticipated, a big edge for Valero. 2 judges with it 39-36, and Oren Schellenberger has it 40-35, so they have a pretty big margin. And remember, a point was deducted. Now here, the rest row, which has made the scoring a lot closer all night, 2 for Valero, and Mark Walsh from AP has it a draw, interestingly. I have every round for Valero.
Valero's mouth open again.
So, I have it 40-35.
Now DeMarco starting to stand in the center of the ring and exchange.
And these are the rounds where what you talked about, Gus, we will see if it is so. If Antonio DeMarco, as they clearly told us before the fight, would be able to control these rounds. But as Karate told him, he's going to have to be more active with his punching, or else he won't make Valero more tired, and he won't win the fight.
The crowd being informed of the scoring as we speak. Both fighters, Spanish fighters, understanding, probably hearing the scoring as it goes on, as they go toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring.
Break, break! And interestingly, not a lot of booing. I think they understand Antonio DeMarco hasn't won many, if any, of these rounds.
Oh, nice left hand by Valero as he turned it over.
I'm sorry, Jess. That left hand by Valero was a strong one. That was one of the better ones he's thrown in this fight. Now, to DeMarco's credit, and this speaks to what you talked about, he has not buckled from those punches.
Round 5 scheduled for 12, the WBC lightweight title. Edwin Valero, the champion, who moved up from 130 to 135 pounds, was a super featherweight champion as well. And he is in the red. Antonio DeMarco in the black trunks. Now DeMarco coming in. He's rolling that left hand. He has to be careful. Time! And don't forget, join James Brown, Chris Collinsworth, Phil Simms, and Warren Sapp for the Season 2 finale of Inside the NFL next Wednesday, February 10th at 9 p.m.
In the center of the ring, and we see this fight waged in that part of the ring. That's where DeMarco wanted to be, but Valero pushed him back nonetheless and pushes him right to the ropes and lands the right hook and would land a good straight left hand a little bit later after that. So you can see that Valero, while he may be in the center of the ring, is pushing his man back.
They're not going to stop the fight. Okay. If they do stop it, we'll win, but you got to keep going.
Round 6 scheduled for 12 for the WBC lightweight title. Edwin Valero, the champion in red. Antonio DeMarco, the young #1 contender in black. And so far it's Valero, according to the judges, who is running away with this fight. We are experiencing open scoring this evening.
And you heard the corner Valero say, keep going, but if it is stopped, you're going to win. Because they know if it's stopped, it'll be because of the accidental elbow.
The accidental elbow taking place in the second round on the right side of Valero's head.
You know, Edwin Valero really does remind me of the younger version of Manny Pacquiao. Before Pacquiao became such a superb boxer puncher, he fought this way. Jab, jab, straight left hand. A little bit of head movement. Take a punch here and there and push your fighter back. And there's the left hand again. He is like a mini version. Right now he's a mini version. He's a bigger version when Pacquiao fought.